Good morning students. Now we are going to discuss about chapter 2 number systems. Okay. In this lesson what are the things we are going to learn about means to know how the computer interprets and stores data in the memory. Okay. So we are giving different kinds of data to the computer. Okay. How this data can be processed and stored to the computers, that we can discuss in this lesson. Okay. To learn various data representation and binary arithmetic. What are the different ways you can represent data as well as binary arithmetic? We normally do digital numbers arithmetic, that is decimal number arithmetic only we know. Okay, so in this lesson we are going to discuss about what is meant by binary arithmetic, how we can perform the binary arithmetic process also. Okay, and then at last we discuss about how to convert the number from one system to another number system. Okay, so these are the things we are going to discuss about in this lesson. Okay students, now we move on to the next one. So now in this video we are going to discuss about the introduction and data representation of the numbers. Okay, so we know in the name itself, in the chapter name itself, we can able to understand. In this lesson we are going to discuss about the different types of number system used in your computers. Okay, ma, can you able to remember what is data, what is information for last class? Yes. What is meant by data? What is meant by information? Yeah, very good. Now you can see that one first. Okay, so in this introduction we are going to discuss about what is meant by data and what is information. After that we move for the data representation. Okay, so data means the collection of raw fact is known as a data. Okay, what is meant by data? The collection of raw fact is known as a data. The word data comes from the datum. Okay, so the term data comes from the word datum. Datum is also the Latin word. Okay, so the term data comes from the word datum, which means a raw fact. So this will be asked in 1 marks. The terms data comes from the word dash. Okay, for that I have to answer for datum. Okay, yes, we already discussed what is meant by data. Here also give one example about data. Okay, for clear understanding, the data is a fact about people, places or some objects. Okay, so data means collection of raw fact, that raw facts about the peoples or place or some objects we are using. Okay, now you can see this example about data. Here what are the variables is there? Name, age, class, mark, subject. These are all known as a variables. Okay, so these are all, we call it as a variables. Name, age, class, mark. So these are all known as a variables. We know what is meant by variable. Variable is nothing but a name is used to hold the values, is known as a variable. Okay, so a name is used to hold the value is known as a variable. Okay, we discussed what is meant by variable, how the value is stored in this variable. That's all we discussed in the second volume. Okay, here we just to know what is meant by variable alone. Variable means a name that is used to hold the values is known as a variable. Okay, so here name, what is the value stored in the variable name? Rajesh. And then age, what is the value stored in the variable age? 16. And then class 11th, mark 65, subject computer science. Okay, so these are the data. If we take the data separately, we can able to get any meaning from this? No, we are not able to find the meanings. Okay, so how this data can be processed and convert to the message, convert to the information, that we can see in the next slide. Okay, so what is meant by information? Information means the processed data. Okay, So data means collection of raw factor. What does mean by information? Information means processed data. Processed data is known as information. Information can give the meanings. Okay, so information can convey the meanings or message to the user. Now you can see how the data, how the previous data can be converted into the information. Okay, so we see this example. Rajesh, what is the value is given for name? Rajesh. Yes, Rajesh is 16 years old, studying in 11th class 11th, has scored 65 marks in computer science subject. Okay, now you can read this statement. We clearly understand what does the data want to say. Yes, Rajesh is the student, its age is 16 and studied in class 11th. Okay, and he scored 65 marks in computer science subject. So this is known as information. Okay, so data can be processed and give the information like this. Okay, now we move for data representation. So we know what is meant by data. Data means collection of raw facts. How these raw facts are represented in your computer. Okay, that we can discuss now. How these raw facts are. There are different kinds of data. No, we can give the data like numbers, alphabets, special characters or images, graphics, like that we are giving different types of data to your computer. How the data can be represented to your computer, that we can discuss now. Okay, so computer handles data in the form of 0 and 1. Okay, so what the computer can do, we can give any kind of data. That data can be converted in the form of zeros and ones. Okay, because the computer knows only the machine language. What is meant by machine language? The instructions are written by using zeros and ones. Okay, so the computer handles data in the form of zeros and ones alone. Okay, what you have to do, you have to give different kind of data like number, alphabet, special characters should be converted to 0 or 1, which can be understood by the computer. What kind of data you are given, that data can be converted into the system understandable format. Okay, so 0 and 1 that the computer can understand is called a machine language. In which generation the machine language was used? Can you able to remember in which generation we are using the machine languages are used? First generation. Very good. In first generation the machine language was used. We can also call this machine language as a binary code, or we can known as a object code. Okay, now you can see 0 or 1 are called binary digit, that is bit. So in the short form of binary digits is known as a bit. 0 or 1 are called bit. Okay, so the expansion of bit is binary digit. So in this topic what we have to discuss, data are several different kinds. How this data can be represented in your computer? This data are represented in the form of zeros and ones. Okay, how this conversion can take place means in your computer the inbuilt software and hardware devices are available that do this process, that is conversion process, that convert the data into the forms of zeros and ones. Okay, now you can see about, now you can know some terms used in your computers. Okay, so what is meant by bit, what is meant by nipple, and what is meant by byte, what is meant by word length. Okay, so these are all two important 2-mark questions. Okay, what is bit, what is nipple? So these are all asked in 2 marks, or it may be asked in the 1-mark questions also. Okay, that's why we discuss about the terms used in this lesson. Okay, we already know what is meant by bit. Binary digits only known as a bit. Okay, so what are the numbers available in binary digits? We are having only 2 numbers, 0 or 1 is known as a bit. That is 0 is a bit, 1 is also another bit. Okay, so bit means the single phase of data is known as a bit. So now you can see the definition about this bit. A bit is the short form of binary digit which can be 0 or 1. It is the basic unit of data in computers. Okay, so which one is a basic unit of data? Bit is the basic unit of data in your computers. Okay, and then a nipple is a collection of 4 bits. So collection of 4 bits, that is if for example 1110 or 0000 like that, collection of 4 bits is known as a nipple. You can have any different types of this 4 bits. Okay, that collection of 4 bits is known as a nipple. A collection of 8 bit is called byte. Okay, what does mean by byte? Means a collection of 8 bit data is known as a byte. A byte is considered as the basic unit of measuring the memory size in the computer. We are using basic unit to measure the items. No, if for example if we want to measure the liquid item, what is the basic unit is used to measure the liquid items? We are using liter. Yes, and then if we want to measure the weight, then we are using the measurement kilogram. Yes, kilogram, that we are using to measure the weight. Okay, so the same way if we want to measure the size of the memory, what size of memory we are using, for that we are using the byte as a basic unit for measuring the computer size. Okay, that's why we can able to say the pen drive is having 64 GB, your mobile is having 8 GB RAM. We are say like that. No, how we can calculate the size of the memory by using the terms byte. Okay, now next we will see about what does mean by word length. So word length refers to the number of bits processed by a computer CPU. You can see when you buy new computers, they give the quotation that is a 64-bit processor is there, 32-bit processor is there, 128 processor is there. So that processing speed, but per second how many bits it can be processed. Okay, that is known as a word length. Word length refers to the number of bits processed by a computer CPU. What is the expansion of CPU? Can you able to remember? Yes, very good. Central processing unit. Okay, so it is the expansion of CPU, central processing unit. So per second how many bits it can be processed. Okay, so word length refers to the number of bits processed by the computer CPU is known as a word length. Okay, so for example a word length can have, what are the different types of word length we are using? 8 bits, 16 bits, 32 bits and 64 bits. Nowadays we are having 128 bits also. Okay, so present day computers use 32 bits or 64 bits. Okay, now we are move for the next one. Okay, so we understand what are the terms used in this lesson number system. Okay, now we move for the next one. How the data is represented. Okay, so the data is represented. This is the diagram about description about the data. Okay, so the smallest individual unit is known as a bit. That is, in this bit we are having any one single digit is known as a bit. It may be 0 or 1. Okay, so this is the smallest individual unit of information is known as bit. And the next level is nipple. In this nipple how many bits are used? 4 bits. The collection of 4 bits is known as a nipple. And then collection of 8 bits is known as a byte. Okay, so and then kilobyte. After this byte, what is the measurement is there? Kilobyte. In this kilobyte, how many bytes is there? 1024 bytes. After that kilobytes, which one is used? Megabyte. 1024 kilobytes is known as a megabyte. And then gigabyte. In this 1024 megabyte is known as a gigabyte. And then 1024 gigabyte is known as a terabyte. Okay, so these are the way we can represent here data. That is, we can start from the individual unit of data and we can process to the information, collection of information, okay, up to this terabyte, okay. So we can understand for if you discuss the next topic, we can able to understand what is this, okay. So what is mean by kilobyte, what is mean by megabyte, that we can discuss. We can get clear idea about this data representation also, okay. So this diagram we have to remember. If they want to ask in 2 marks, data representation flowchart for write a flowchart for data representation, then we can draw this flowchart for data representation, okay. So this flowchart is start from lowest unit to the highest one, okay. So it starts from the lowest unit bit and then highest unit is terabyte, okay. Okay students, that's all about this video class. Now we can continue in the next video class for this lesson, okay. Okay students, thank you.